Castaway Cay, Disney Cruise Line's private island. Hi everyone, this is Herb from World of Walt. I'm coming to you live from Castaway Cay in the Bahamas. This is the Disney Cruise Line exclusive spot where only the Disney cruise ships dock. We are going to go for a little tour around the island. I have no idea if the internet connection is going to hold up. It may well not, and if it doesn't, then the upload will broadcast when I get a better internet connection. But I will share with you whatever I can of the island, and thank you for joining me. Hi Linda, good morning. Welcome to Castaway Cay. Nice to see you. So this is one of the main drop-off areas for Castaway Cay, the Disney private island. And there are a number of facilities up here, including places where you can sign up for snorkeling, for life vests. There's restrooms, merchandise, and some other things too. So let's keep on headed out. Sorry, trying to make a transfer here. Oh boy, I'm all tangled up. Miriam, good morning to you. Welcome to Castaway Cay. Debbie, hello to you. Welcome to the Bahamas. Wendy, good morning. Sorry, off to kind of a slow start here, trying to do 4 things at once. So we can see one of the beaches over here to our left, and there's some kind of fun sand cycles over there. Kathy said loved her trip to Castaway Cay. Tim, good morning to you. Says, hope I'm enjoying my trip. I am. It's been a lot of fun so far. Had a lot of opportunity to learn about what's happening on the Disney Cruise Line. I have posted some articles over at World of Walt and will continue to do so. Brett, good morning to you from in Pennsylvania. Nice to see you. Welcome to Castaway Cay. So we're going to go up here, check out some of the shops, check out some of the places where you can take in some amenities. Valerie, good morning to you. Thanks for being here. Brooke said, killing me with 40 degrees. It's very nice here. I don't know what the temperature is, but I would say it's just about perfect. It's probably mid-70s. Very nice breeze. Gina says, looks nice and warm. I can see Pluto over here, visiting with some guests. It's fun. Diana, good morning to you. Says, loving the articles I've submitted so far. Asked if I'm getting any sleep. Not as much as I would like, but it has been a lot of fun sharing my experiences on the Disney Cruise Line. So thank you so much for tuning in and checking them out. Got a number of articles still to come, including one about Pink, which is a champagne bar. Lots of information still to come about the kids areas, the Oceaneer Club and the Oceaneer Lab, as well as Vibe, which are great spots for kids to be able to have some independent fun on the cruise and for mom and dad to get away a little bit. You can see Minnie Mouse is meeting and greeting some folks. Very nice spot here. You can see the Disney Cruise Line ship, the Disney Dream in the background in many places, which is really cool. Also, this is a very maritime cruise, so lots of special Christmas decorations on the ship and on the island. Karen says, appreciate all that I do. Thank you so much for that. Carolyn said, just love Castaway Cay, misses it. Me too, it is a really terrific island. So here, one of the shops here where you can check out merchandise. Some of it is exclusive to the island. I think they have a few trading pins that are just for Castaway Cay. Plenty of things to play with, the sand, sundresses, all the essentials that you might need. Okay, so this is the tongue twister shop here. She sells seashells. If I say it really, really slowly, I think I can do it. Helene, good morning to you. Thanks for being here. Tim asks, what's been my favorite experience so far? There's so many great things. I really enjoyed the presentation, which I saw last night, of Beauty and the Beast, which is, in my opinion, one of the best Broadway-styled shows anywhere. In fact, it won, I think it's called a Brass Ring Award, which is a global award for a theatrical production. It really does push the limits of what I think you can present on stage. It combines projection mapping and lots of twirling sets and puppets, and it's just amazing. Beauty and the Beast, I think it's exclusive to the Disney Dream, maybe a fantasy. Almost worth the price of admission for a cruise just to see that show. It is really that incredible. Joanne, good morning to you. Thanks for joining me from Oklahoma. So I know my internet connection is going to be a little on and off. Looks like it's holding up better than my last time here. So some other things I've really enjoyed. The sail away party is a ton of fun. When the ship takes off from the port, there's an opportunity to go up on the deck, and the boat whistle blows and you have a chance to see Mickey and Minnie, and there's a presentation. That was a lot of fun. Sean is a Castaway Cay fan, says Serenity Bay is the best. Hope to check that out today, spend a little bit of time there. So good to have directional signs all over the place. In the Shade, which I think is one of the bars, if I remember right, Pelican Plunge, hideout for teens. You can see people are still kind of coming in and checking out the beach. The lounge chairs are not full. I've heard the water is a little chilly. Haven't been in it yet myself. Do plan to take a bike ride though, which I really enjoy. That has historically been one of my very favorite things to do on Nickel Island. It's a simple pleasure, but I really like it. Diana asks, what is the weather like today? I didn't check the temperature, but my guess is it's lower 70s. It's really a picture-perfect day. There's a nice breeze. It's warm, but not blistering hot. Really, really nice. Troy, rising moons to you. Says, am I liking everything okay? It is great. It is very great. Robert asks, are there any pins on the island? There are a few. Actually, I'm planning to spend a little bit of time looking at the ones that are over there. There are some that are exclusive to Castaway Cay. There's some exclusive merchandise on the ship, especially for the very merry time. So yeah, it's a lot of fun to check out. Bruce says, looks nice. Bruce, thank you for being here on the live broadcast. Kind of a off time than my usual Saturday mornings, but I'm glad to bring this to you live. I appreciate all of your conversation back and forth. Jennifer, good morning to you. Susan asks if the recent hurricanes did any damage on the island. So not that I'm aware of, or not that I can see, I guess I could say it that way. Conked out bar here. Nice place to have a drink in the shade. Yeah, so if there was damage, it's sort of hard to see now because the island looks to be in really, really terrific shape. They made an announcement on the ship this morning that some seaweed had blown up on the beaches, so they were working hard to clear it out. I haven't actually gone over to the beach to check it out, but everything looks beautiful here. Looks really nice. Ursula, good morning to you. Chris said, Pin of the Month Club live from Castaway Cay. I don't think I can collect enough pins to be able to share one with all the club members from the island, but you know what? You kind of gave me a good idea. Maybe I could get some for a prize pack. That would be sort of fun. Angie says, good morning. Nice to see you, Angie. Thanks for being here. Let's see. Rebecca said, just got back from a cruise, ready for a next one. Charlene, hello to you. Says, wishes she were here. Got some folks out in the sand. It's just a beautiful, picture-perfect day. Okay, here's Into Shade over here where they got some, I think, maybe ping pong tables, place to enjoy some fun. Into Shade. Mary says, looks great. Thank you, Mary. Appreciate your being here. We're going to keep walking down the path here. I'm going to head out to, I think it's heads up so we can get a view back towards the ship. Mary says, looks great. Thank you. Thanks for being here for a little tour on the island. It really is a very peaceful place. Definitely my favorite port of call on the Disney Cruise Line voyages I've been on. Troy says, looks beautiful. Really is a nice day here. Love the vegetation, love the colors. So this afternoon, the Disney Cruise Line will be offering a barbecue on the island. It's available at Cookies and Cookies 2. Love those names. Lisa said, do they allow scooters on the island? So if you have mobility issues, I'm fairly certain that Disney would help accommodate you so that you could get around on the island. I don't know that for certain, but I have seen a number of wheelchairs and scooters on the ship, so I think Disney does everything it can to make sure that people who have special needs are accommodated. Actually, there's been a lot of discussion about special needs during the media events. So whether it's allergies and the instant order allergy menu that's available that covers the top 8 different allergy groups, or sign language interpretation, which is available on certain cruises, or people with mobility issues, Disney sure does a lot to make sure that they accommodate everybody. Jessica says, loves the stream. Family loves to go to Castaway Cay. Richard was 2 weeks ago on the Magic. Hope you had a great trip. Appreciate your being here. Lisa says, good morning. Hi, Lisa. Says, looks beautiful. So I'm very thankful that the internet connection is doing a pretty good job today. Last time I tried to do a live broadcast, I just gave up because it didn't work. But today I figured we'd give it a go. We'll see how the internet holds. And if the internet does conk out, I'll continue on and Facebook will record everything and I'll just post it up later. Eileen, hello to you. Kira, good morning to you from Canada. Thank you for joining. I think we're having warmer weather here in the Bahamas than you might be having in Canada. That's my guess. Pam said, did anyone lose him? Maybe I jumped into the water. I'm thinking that the internet connection is just kind of on and off, so I do appreciate your being here and appreciate your patience. So if it doesn't hold up on the internet, you'll be able to check out the full replay over on Facebook as well as YouTube. So we've got some restrooms over here on the left. Got another shop over here. Let's just take a quick look. We'll also see some spots where you can get drinks, where you can sign up for different activities like snorkeling. So Brandy says, what type of activities do they have on the island? There's actually a lot. So a lot is included. A lot can be acquired with a relatively low-cost ticket. So there are, of course, lots of beaches, places just to hang out in the hammocks, go into the water. There are little shops. Here's by the seashore. It's one of them. The other one we passed by a little bit earlier, which was She Sells Seashells. I've been trying to practice that. There are places where you can rent sand bikes. You can rent regular bikes. Actually, that's something I'm planning to do. There was a 5K run this morning for people who are runners. There are also excursions, boating excursions. I think there are some nature type excursions. There are a lot of trails that you can walk in addition to going on a bike. Plenty of places to get a drink and relax in the shade or in the sun. So this is the bike rental. This is something I'm going to be doing later today. It's actually for me a highlight. It's a simple pleasure. So there's a very nice series of trails throughout the island that goes back to a lookout tower. There's a place where some people are playing volleyball over on the side. Yeah, so lots of things you can do on the island. If you want to stay active, you certainly can. If really you just want to hang out, then you can do that too. Michelle says, looks beautiful. Michelle's a top fan. Thank you for that. Top fan's a Facebook designation for people who contribute a lot of comments and shares and thumbs up and likes. So I really appreciate everyone who does that. So here's a place where you can get some gear, snorkels, life vests, that sort of thing. We're going to keep on heading over to Pelican Point. Beverly says, thanks for taking her to Castaway Cay, if only for a few moments. Yeah, it's a little bit colder there in Canada. Got the snowman emoji going, that's good. Actually, I'm going to take a little stop here because there is a, beautiful view of the ship off in the distance. So a lot of places where you go on the islands, you can see the ship parked. It's just a beautiful, majestic ship, the Dream on its own, but also really nice to see from all the different vantage points here on the island. Eileen says, how long are you on the island? So the disembarkation started around 8:30 and back to the ship by 4:45. So pretty much the full day. You get to check out the island here. So it's a nice long day. Leanne, good morning to you. Thanks for being here. Tim says, what's my favorite food so far? Oh, goodness. So I've had a chance to eat at Animator's Palette and also at the Enchanted Garden. I had an amazing prime rib with horseradish and a potato. I also had chicken with a lemon sauce, this lemon yogurt cake that I had. I went to Vanellope's and got some strawberry gelato. Yeah, I've not been for lack of food. I think I've eaten my shrimp, or eaten my weight in cold shrimp, peel and eat shrimp, which has just been delicious. Oh my goodness, it looks like someone is getting married right here on the boat, or sorry, on the beach. Wow, the bride looks beautiful. Okay, let's continue on. Cynthia says the views are beautiful here. Wendy says congratulations to the happy couple. It's a nice place to get married. Charlie in Pensacola, Florida. How are you, Charlie? Nice to see you. Florida's a big state. I've done some checking on how long it takes to get from Orlando to Pensacola. It's a long time. So we have a very long state. Christina says, do you need a passport for the cruise that I am on? I am fairly certain the answer to that is yes. So when you get on the ship, you do need to check your passport. I think even if you're not planning to get off of the ship, I think they still want you to have a passport. Maybe if there was an emergency and you needed to somehow get off in a spot that you hadn't intended. But I do believe a passport is required. When you get off on Castaway Cay, you don't need your passport with you. You just need your Key to the World card, which is your room card, your charge card, as well as a photo ID. Vincent said, loves Castaway Cay. Sonny says, looks like a perfect day. It really is. So you can see the ship off in the distance, the Disney Dream. Looks really nice. You can see plenty of people in the water as well as on the beach. Love all the colorful umbrellas. Makes for a really nice time here. Wendy says, yes, you need a passport. Thank you, Wendy. Appreciate you confirming that. Yeah, the beach just looks beautiful, and it is a really nice day. The water here in the Bahamas is just amazing, amazing color blue. Very clear, just looks pristine. Jen says, am I enjoying the trip? I am very much enjoying the trip. This is my third time on a Disney cruise. This particular trip on the Disney Dream, the Very Maritime, is courtesy of the nice folks at Disney Media Relations, so they invited me along, which I am very thankful. They did that a couple years ago, so this is my second sponsored trip, but I've also paid for another one out of my own pocket a year ago. The first time I went, I didn't really know what to expect. I had been on another cruise line, which will remain nameless, many years ago, and it was a fine experience, but it was nothing like the experience here at the Disney Cruise Line, just above and beyond in every way. Heads up bar. So I feel like I'm hooked. I feel like I am hooked on the Disney Cruise Line. The level of service is just par none. Just amazing folks who are willing to go out of their way to be friendly, to make sure you have everything you need. Jen says, awesome. Glenn is asking, am I planning to snorkel? So I'm a little bit of a wimpy guy when it comes to cold water, and I think the water for people in the north is probably just fine. For those of us with thin blood from the south, I think it's a little on the chilly side. So I may dip my toes in, but not sure I'm actually going to dive head first into the water. I do plan to go and go for a bike ride, which is a favorite thing. Let's take a peek over here. Carrie says it's beautiful. There's Pelican Point Lookout. You can see lots of folks in the water having a good time. Jessica says, wishes she was back. Boys love floating water slide. Charlie says, 7.5 hours from Pensacola to Orlando. Yeah, thank you for that. My daughter's been thinking about colleges, and that was an option. That's just so far away from Orlando, which I guess people go, across the country and across the world, but for me, that's a long haul. Janine says, went on Sons Make a Wish, a trip, so everything was accessible. Thank you, Janine. Appreciate that. Okay, so this looks like a lot of fun. Water slide dumps you out right into the bay here. Very cool. Tara said, you get good data and internet. So, considering how remote we are, or considering that we are oftentimes in the middle of the ocean, it's not bad. It's certainly not like being at home. It's definitely not as fast, although it is fairly reliable. And I've been pretty pleased that here today on Castaway Cay, this broadcast, which uses a ton of data and requires a lot of speed, has been doing well. So I tried it a couple of years ago, and the internet connection just could not hold up. So I've been very pleased about the internet. Stephen, hello to you. Thanks for joining. All right, we're going to walk a little bit more. Be quiet because of the wedding going on. Exchanging rings. They're taking their vows right now. I'm sorry I missed the question, but someone asked, is the ship decorated for Christmas? It is, actually, and it's very beautiful. There's a wonderful Christmas tree in the atrium, and there's a nice Christmas tree lighting ceremony. Santa came out the first day, which was a lot of fun. So yes, the ship looks great for Christmas time. There are a lot of Christmas decorations here on the island as well. So the Very Maritime Christmas cruises are definitely decked out for Christmas time. Some special activities. There's a gingerbread house, a huge gingerbread house like the one you see at the Grand Floridian in the main atrium. It's a great picture spot, and it smells so good. And there are some special activities for kids with gingerbread. They can see the characters decked out in holiday attire, so it's a lot of fun. All right, Robert said everybody's going away from their coffee break. Appreciate you taking a few minutes out of the middle of the day to join me. Okay, we got some folks lined up here for some very tropical looking drinks. Looks like fun. All right, we're gonna walk over a little bit to Serenity Bay, see if we can get another shot back at the ship before we wrap it up for today. So Serenity Bay is for guests who are 18 or older, a little bit quieter spot, not as many kiddos here. So if you want a quiet spot to relax on the beach, this is a good place to do it. All right, we're gonna walk over here a little bit, see if we can get a view back of the ship. Chris says needs to go back again, misses it. It really is a very relaxing vacation. There's so much to do on the ship, but you don't have to do it. If you just want to hang out on the deck, if you want to take a leisurely lunch or dinner, you can do that. For me, I've been sort of busy nonstop on this cruise, which has been fun. I'm kind of a stay busy person anyway, but there's still a lot of things I haven't done, which I hope that I can, but I'm very much enjoying the cruise. So highlights have included things like I mentioned, Beauty and the Beast on stage, which is just a groundbreaking theatrical production. I always enjoy the meals. Not really used to 4-course meals every day, but I'm certainly enjoying them. I also enjoy the buffets. Had a chance to check out the midnight buffet, which doesn't start as late as midnight, maybe 10:30. That was a lot of fun. Did an article about that. So if you're ever wondering what can you eat late night, that will help you out. Angie says, going to be here in 1 year and 10 days. Hope you have a great trip. All right, everybody. I think that's going to wrap it up for today. I really appreciate your joining me live from Castaway Cay, Disney's private island in the Bahamas. Looking forward to sending more information your way about what's happening on the Disney Cruise Line. I've already published a number of articles over at worldofwalt.com. Did a live video sail away. This video will go up on Facebook, also YouTube. So thank you so much for joining me. And thanks to the nice folks at Disney Media Relations for hosting me on this trip. I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. Thank you for joining me. And until next time, God bless everyone.